thing because I don't know where to start. So now, honestly, when I got hold of your book, I've been just enjoying it, and because see, I didn't understand. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I couldn't wrap my brain around it. At one time, you even gave me some free stuff, and I still didn't know how to wrap my brain around it. So when I'm reading the book now, it's like okay, I'm getting all the pieces put together. It's making sense now.
Perfect, perfect. So this is Marty Bahama, the 31st Buzz podcast, and I am speaking with Michelle. You pronounce your last name, is it
Naicker.
Naicker? Naicker?
Hmm.
And Michelle is from South Africa. She is a real estate agent in Georgia,
Hmm.
and just told me she's been a realtor now for 2 years.
That's right.
2 years, and so she, just like you just heard, she said she got the book and started reading it. At first, it was a little confusing, and I will say that with that book, I should have did a little different. In other words, if you, I had one here next to me, but I don't now. Oh yeah, I do. If you look at the book, it looks like a marketing book,
Hmm.
but I started off telling a story, you know, and I put my quick buzz, my buzz quick start in the very back, which basically tells people exactly what to do, start joining some groups, post some groups. But if I would have put that in the very front, I think that probably would have even helped out a little bit more, because a lot of people probably didn't even get to the back of the book. A lot of people are probably like, "Oh, Lord, this guy ain't going to teach me anything." Because if they read like I do, which is not a really big reader, they'd
Hmm.
probably read this and be like, it's an exciting story. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great story. I've had a lot of people tell me they've read the book 2 or 3 times and they love it, you
Yeah.
know. But now it's a matter of you getting out there and implementing it. And before you met me and the buzz, what was you doing before to try to find leads?
Well, I've naturally tried the whole Facebook thing, right? I spent a lot of money trying to set up ads, which they're just like a waste of time and money. So I did do that. I what else did I? I'm just one of those social butterflies. So sometimes it's not. I get out there and I'm talking to people. So I get involved in my child's PTA. I get involved in whatever's happening, the church, whatever. So that's also has been a good lead source for me.
Perfect, perfect. Now, have you created your personal branding group yet?
No.
Okay, so you need to work on that. I would definitely work on creating your personal branding group. And I tell you, the thing about the logic here is we know we've got the number one problem solved. The number one problem solved was, before we can ever be realtors, or before we can ever be loan originators, insurance agents, whatever we are, we got to be able to market ourselves. We got to find a way to market ourselves. We got to get out there. We got to find people. And I really do feel like, out of all the things I've ever tried, radio, TV, buying leads, trying to go out and door knock on real estate offices, trying to meet realtors, which is not always easy, because the good realtors are usually out there showing houses. They're out there busy, like you said, out in the community,
Yeah.
meeting people, because you got to get out there. Well, you had to get out there before the buzz, and you had to do it the old school ways. Now, as you can tell by all the good things you see and all the stuff that you've seen so far, and these people just bringing in these insane amount of buyers, insane amount of sellers, finding these for sale by owners with ease just by going to the Facebook groups.
Mhm.
But you can see the big difference between old school ways of door knocking and this new school way of the buzz formula.
Right.
And do you feel like that it's that I know you said you haven't really posted that much, but do you feel like that it's, you can definitely see, just by reading a book and by seeing all the other realtors and being inside of our new agent support group, you see the value of the buzz already?
Absolutely. So one of the things I did was I joined a group because of your influence. I joined a group called Moving to Atlanta. I'm in Georgia, right? So these are people that are contemplating moving to Atlanta. So obviously, I'm not the admin, and the person who's the admin was another realtor. So what she started doing was blocking my like I would do some live videos. I would talk about down payment assistance. I would talk about different lenders and stuff. When she wasn't doing anything. When she saw me active, she didn't block me. She wouldn't allow my post.
Right.
Now,
Right.
mind you, I've got a lot of business out of that group by just talking in
By
it.
talking, yes, by commenting and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so now you see this too. Now I teach you how to grow your own group, how to create your group, and you can do the same thing she has. You know, you can have
Mhm.
yours moving to Atlanta. You know, create your group. That's the great thing about the Facebook groups. There's no kind of rules out there that says you can't have the same kind of Facebook groups or the same name of Facebook groups or whatever. I've seen plenty of groups out there with the same exact name. It's the admins and the moderator's job, usually the admin's job, to grow that group, to get out there and spread the word about it, you know. And like you said there, you made a great point. By meeting the buzz and then be like, okay, yeah, these Facebook groups, I can see it. I'm going to join this group. And then you started pulling clients out of that group simply by commenting, simply by seeing people out there making posts saying, hey, I might be moving to Atlanta, you know, I might need some help, that kind of stuff. And I see that happen all the time, even for myself. You know, when I'm out there trying to market myself in the Facebook groups, just like you, I've never done the paid ads, but I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to buying ads. I've never done the paid Facebook ads, but just like you, I spend a lot of money, you know, buying leads here, buying leads there. I don't want to go back to that life by any means. And that's why I see a bigger picture for all the Buzz team members, that when you're out there posting and you're getting thousands of comments on these posts, try to get as many of those people inside your own holding pond. And that's what you're going to get to when you get to classroom 3. Now, have you personally even looked at the classrooms yet?
I've just skimmed through them, but I haven't gone through them intensely. I haven't.
And can you tell though, just by skimming through them, that they're laid out really nice and neat and
Yeah, they're simple. I mean, the problem is I haven't taken the time, and I
right.
need to block the time to do this. And I'll be honest with you, it's just like you're running in so many directions. I need to block that time and do it. Just do it.
Yes, and here's my thing on that comment right there is this is 100% mobile. So once you really set your text replacement up and you figure out our best posts, our best responses, our best messages, and you get them into your text replacement, now all of a sudden you're able to knock out 200 conversations a day and not even realize it. That is how you're by pre-planning your responses, your messages. That is how you're able to message so many different people. Just like Michael Hicks, after a year and a half being a Buzz team member, 18,000 messages, 18,000 different messages to different people that want to buy a house. That
Right,
is an insane amount of number.
right, right, absolutely.
So you're going to have to dig in there to those classrooms. Now, you're in our Buzz notifications group, so you see when we go live, and you see when I do the Zoom calls. And
Yeah.
are you in the new agent support group too?
No, I need to join that group.
So I'll get you into we actually created a new agent support group for anybody that's, it don't matter how long you've been in this business, but a lot of times the realtors that's been in the business less than 2 or 3 years, they feel like that sometimes they're not getting the right mentorship, the right guidance. They may not know how to write an addendum or write a contract or whatever, you know.
Mhm.
So this group right here, there's about probably 15 veteran realtors in there that are amazing and love to help people. And so you'll be able to get in there and just like all the other newbies out there, when you have any kind of questions on the realtor side, because I used to be a realtor, but that was back in the mid 90s. So now if you have any question on the realtor side, you can get in there, and that's just all part of the buzz. That's all part of that whopping that $10 a month I charge.
Cool. Right.
Awesome, awesome. Well,
Mhm.
Michelle, I appreciate you getting on here today. Would you recommend the buzz to other people?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have total respect for you, Marty. I remember the time when I first reached out to you, I couldn't afford it. And you just gave me access. That meant a lot to me. And I just need to get my head wrapped around it and start making some money. I need to
And I,
stop.
well, I'm not the typical marketer, because I know what it's like. I've been there. I didn't make it. I was one of the realtors that didn't make it for the 2 years. I made like about a year and a half,
Right.
and and so then on the loan side, when I got in that around 2004, it just kind of clicked. I really liked doing the mortgages. I really liked helping people get their home loans done,
Mhm.
and then working with realtors. It was always kind of a battle a lot of times. And now what I try to do is I try to bridge the gap, try to show. by creating that buzz loop and keeping the realtors involved in those conversations, they can see what causes delays. They can see when appraisals have issues, when clients ain't getting the stuff that we need. So I think that really, by me me being in this industry, even though the buzz works for every top business out there. I mean, no matter what top businesses is, I mean, it's amazing how many people you can pull out of these Facebook groups. But it's a fact that you needed a little guidance, a little help. So I said, hey, here, get out there and make this happen. Where most people are just all about the money will come later on when I go on Shark Tank one of these days.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? I ain't no hurry. All right, Michelle, you have a great day. I appreciate it. Thank you again. And this was our 31st buzz. See you, see you, see you.
Absolutely appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.